sort of box of chocolates as well, isn't it?
Might be.
Very
Anyway,
good.
what else you got?
2 may be company, 3, when we're concerned, is never a crowd, is it? When it comes to table tennis as well these days, at the World Ping Pong Championships in London last weekend, a new sport which has swept across Australia in recent years has made its debut in the UK. Triples, or three-a-side ping pong, takes the game back to how it used to be played, when guests did it for fun, in groups at Victorian dinner parties.
At the Victorian Alexandra Palace, the sport started at 19th century dinner parties is going back to its roots. At first glance, a ping-pong free-for-all. Much more in keeping with that after-dinner game played in the 1880s using wine corks and placemats when it was known as whiff-waff. Now, more cheese, my turn to serve.
The French looked at the dining table and saw an opportunity to have dinner. We looked at the dining table and saw an opportunity to play whiff-waff.
And now, once again, in the new sport of triples ping pong, there's the opportunity for larger groups of people of varying abilities and ages to all play together on a round dinner-like table.
It very much brings back the fun, the joy and the laughter of little teams.
It was invented by an engineer in New Zealand in 1979 who was fed up of being left out of games. Now it's played competitively in countries like Australia.
Well, this is certainly a great way of getting players of all ability, a relative novice and a world champion, and a few others, national champions, on the same table at the same time. And I know that if I make a mistake, I can always be bailed out by one of these esteemed players alongside me.
3, the entire dynamics changes, I think, and you have a real team spirit as well as more variety in play.
The round table does take a bit of getting used to, but the rules are pretty simple. I can only have 2 consecutive shots before one of my teammates has to then have a go, so it stops one player dominating.
Especially when you're with the traditional ping pong stars gathered at Alexandra Palace last weekend for the World Ping Pong Championships. For these internationals, including American actor Adoni Maropis, this was a first taste of triples.
This is an interesting game. I've always said that ping pong tables should be round because the way I play with knee pads, elbow pads, it's kind of dangerous for me, so the round table makes it a lot safer.
Whoa, what, dangerous compared to some of the filming roles you've had?
Yes, a lot safer. Well, actually not. 3 people who kind of crash into each other. It's kind of fun, actually.
It's amazing to play all together. It's nice.
I think he's appreciating a bit of teamwork as well.
You have to communicate a lot more, which helps, but you just have to always be prepared for what the next person's doing and think about your opponent and your team member as well.
Ping pong is the more basic end of table tennis with cheaper bats, which put less emphasis on spin and pace. The English Table Tennis Association says it welcomes any new initiatives that get people picking up a bat, even if triples isn't yet widely available. However, if you're going to a dinner party this weekend, you can always get some practice in.
Make sure you ask the host first. More on Get Inspired, the BBC website.
Very good.
Looks really fun. Thanks very much.
Fun.
It used to be that suntans were short-lived and seasonal, but many people now crave colour all year round. Health warnings about sunbeds are well publicised, but much less is known about tanning